Now what we'll be seeing is a single movable pulley. Okay, so we just saw the single fixed pulley. Now we see a single movable pulley. In a single movable pulley, it is going to be this way that there will be a rigid support here, and to the support will be a string which is connected, and that string is going to pass through a pulley which is placed over here. So this is a pulley which has got a connecting rod over here, and this will be the hook to which is connected the load. So the load is going to be acting over here downwards, and this string is going to go up here, and the person will be standing here. The person who is going to be standing here is going to pull this thing upwards. So it will be such a way that there will be tension on this string, tension on this string over here, and over here will be the effort is going to be upwards. So by the upward air, the effort will be connected like this effort. Okay, this is the effort which is going to be in this direction, upward direction. Load is in the downward direction. So you have seen that the person is going to pull it upwards, but here the advantage is that this load is distributed into two parts over here. So if this is 100, this will be 50 and this will be 50. Accordingly, the person over here will need to have effort half that of the load. ये अगर 100 है तो effort will be 50. ये अगर 50 है तो effort will be 25. So we see that the effort required in case of a single movable pulley becomes half. Why? Because the tension over here is distributing the load to 2 points. One is to this fixed point, another is to this point. That's why it is something similar to when you are having a bag which is heavy and you are not carrying it alone. So you ask your friend to help you out, and one handle is held by him and one handle is held by you, and then you carry it. So automatically you are distributing the load between two people. So this is the same way. The whole load is distributed between two tensions. So the tension over here and tension over here is not the same. Here it is towards this point and here it is towards the effort. So that's why the effort will not be. But at the same time, when you are moving this thing upwards, so when you are pulling it, so if I move this thread by 1 meter, the effort is going to, the load is going to move by only half a meter. Why? Because मैंने यहाँ से अगर 1 मीटर खींचा तो वो 1 मीटर यहाँ से जो खींचा वो आधा यहाँ से गया, आधा यहाँ से गया. Right? So when you are pulling it, so this distance, when I am pulling it by 1 meter, so this will be half a meter from here and half a meter from here, which is going to be pulled. Accordingly, this particular pulley is going to go only half a meter upwards. So that's why the distance traveled by the load will be half the distance traveled by the effort. Okay, dl will be half of dE. At the same time, L, that is load, will be half of D will be double of E, or E will be half of L. So that is the important kind of thing what is there in the single movable pulley. So you see the single movable pulley. A pulley whose axis of rotation is movable, not fixed in a position, is a single pulley. So this axis of rotation over here, this is the axis of rotation through which this is going to keep on rotating. This is not fixed. It is going up and down. This pulley goes up and down depending upon your pulling action. So figure shows a single movable pulley suspended by passing an inextensible string of negligible mass around its grooved rim. The load L to be raised is suspended from its axle. So that is the load which is connected to the axle over here. And one end of the string is tied to the hook H. That is over here. It is connected to the hook H or end. And the effort arm, to H, and at a rigid support, and the effort E is applied at its free end. The tension T acts on both the strings of both sides of the pulley as shown in the figure. So you can see that the one end is connected to the point over here, another end is the effort is applied at. The axle over here is connected to the hook which is connecting the load. So load is acting downwards, and the two tensions are here, which is the distribution of the load. So calculating the MA and VR and efficiency of the single movable pulley. If we neglect the friction in the pulley bearing or at the axle and the weight of the pulley and the string, the load L is balanced by the tension T in two segments of the effort, and the effort E balances the tension T at free end. So we see that L is being balanced by, so L is equals to T plus T is equals to 2T, whereas E is just equal to T. See, E and T are just equal to each other. That's why E and this is equals to E. E and T are the same. So accordingly, what happens? We see here that E is equals to, so if we take this square, what is with respect to L, what will happen to it? T is equals to 2T, right? So L upon 2, so it is equals to L upon 2, right? So E is equals to L upon 2 is the equation, so relationship between the effort and load in case of a single movable pulley. In a single movable pulley, the load and the effort is, the relationship will be effort is equals to load upon 2. Thus, using the single movable pulley, the load can be lifted by applying an effort equal to half the load in an ideal situation. The single movable pulley acts as a force multiplier. That's why mechanical advantage is equals to load upon effort, where load is going to be L and effort is equals to L upon 2, so that will be equal to 2. So this is 2. So MA is equals to 2. Accordingly, if efficiency is equals to 100%, therefore VR is also equal to 2. So when the free end of the string is, so this also we can prove it. Let's prove this also. When the free end of the string is moved by 2 meters, the load is going to move by only 1 meter. That is, if the DE, so that if you see that DE is moved by D meters, then DL is going to move by D upon 2 meters. Okay? So we know the velocity ratio is equals to DE upon DL is equals to D upon D upon 2. So that will be equal to 2. So therefore VR is equals to 2. Clear? So we see that when the free end of the string is pulled up by the effort through a distance D, the load raises by up through a distance D by 2. The reason is that the segment of the string on both sides of the pulley moves up by a distance D by 2. That is, DE is equals to D and DL is equals to D upon 2. Thus, velocity ratio is DE upon DL. That will give you D upon 2 is equals to 2. Hence, efficiency is equals to MA upon VR, 2 upon 2 is equals to 100%. So, efficiency of course will be equal to 100% for no losses. Okay, if there is no losses, MA is equals to VR. So, for an actual moving single movable pulley, due to the friction of the pulley bearing or at the axle, so what are the losses which could take place during the movement of this? First thing is the friction over here between the pulley and the axle, and secondly is that this particular whole movable pulley is not weightless. How can it be weightless, right? It has to have some weight of it. So that weight adds to the load. So that is another loss which is going to be there. So the weight of the pulley and the string, the effort needed to lift up a load L will be more than L upon 2. So the mechanical advantage will always be less than 2. So the mechanical advantage is less than 2 since the velocity ratio will remain 2. Hence the efficiency will be less than 100%. Now, let's see the here advantages, of course, the effort becomes half, but is also a disadvantage. What is the disadvantage? That इसको ऊपर खींचना पड़ रहा है. So if the load is very heavy and the person who is doing to do this work is like, very thin chap without much strength, then he will not be able to do this work at all. So we need to overcome this particular problem, that somehow it should be even be able to apply the force, or the effort should be applied in a convenient direction. So we can easily change the direction with which the effort can be applied over here. For this, we are going to do is we are going to connect one more pulley, but this will be a single fixed pulley connected here, and the string will go here and come here, and then the person who is over here is going to pull the effort in the downward direction. So there, this will be T, this will be T. So this is T, this is T. So again you can see this has been, suppose this was 100, then this is 50, this is 50. Here this will also be 50. So automatically you can see effort required is still half than the load, but direction is now convenient. So a combination pulley, so this will be called as a combination pulley. This combination pulley will help you, or this is a simple combination. There are multiple combinations also. So in this particular thing, you can see you are not only being able to make it a force multiplier, but also make the effort being applied in a convenient direction. So the direction of application can be changed. So way to change the direction of effort using a movable pulley. When a single movable pulley, the effort is to be applied in the upward direction. However, it is inconvenient to apply the effort in an upward direction. Therefore, a movable pulley A is used along with the fixed pulley B to change the direction of effort. So a movable pulley A is always using another fixed pulley A, which is in the direction in the other direction. So this will change the direction. Where was I? Yeah, the load is attached to the axle of the movable pulley A, and the effort is applied on the downward direction of the free end at the string passing over the fixed pulley B. So effort will be passing through the fixed pulley B, whereas load is connected to pulley A. One can also use this own weight as effort, which will be quite convenient in this particular method. The mechanical advantage and the velocity ratio of the arrangement remains the same. So remains same as in the single movable pulley, because here the mechanical advantage will still be 2, right? And the velocity ratio will still be 2. Right? So there will be no change in the mechanical advantage and the velocity ratio. They are given as the differentiation between single fixed pulley and single movable pulley. Single fixed pulley, it is fixed to a rigid support. Single movable pulley, it is not fixed to a rigid support. Its ideal mechanical advantage is 1. Single movable pulley, ideal mechanical advantage is 2. Single fixed pulley, velocity ratio is 1. Single movable pulley, velocity ratio is 2. The weight of the pulley itself does not affect its mechanical advantage. In case of a single fixed pulley, the weight of the pulley is of no meaning. वो तो ऐसे भी rigid support पे fix हो गया, so it is not going to affect the mechanical advantage. But in the movable pulley, it is going to affect because इसका weight ज़्यादा रहेगा, तो automatically it is acting as a load. So the weight of the pulley itself reduces its mechanical advantage. Fixed pulley, it is used to change the direction of effort from upwards to downwards, where a movable pulley, it is used to as a force multiplier. Single fixed pulley, the load moves in the direction opposite to that of the effort. So in the single fixed pulley, we can see the load is going to be, effort is going to be applied downwards, the load is going to move upwards, movement wise, okay. Whereas in case of single movable pulley, in the single movable pulley, load also goes upwards, effort is also pulled upwards. Load also moves in the direction of the effort. And finally, in the fixed pulley, the axis of rotation does not change, whereas in case of a movable pulley, the axis of rotation changes. So this is about the differentiation between single fixed pulley and a single movable pulley. Now we come to the point that why only 2 pulleys here? We can have multiple pulleys connected in combination over here. So next we see is a combination pulley, which will be having multiple movable pulleys and just one fixed pulley. So when multiple movable pulley and one fixed pulley are going to be connected to each other, then what we see is a combination pulley. So we see the combination pulley here. Let's see the diagram first of the combination pulley. So first of all, we will be having a first kind of the pulley. So this will be the first movable pulley. This movable pulley is the one which is connected to the load. So there is a load which is connected to this. Let's consider it is 200 kgf, so that we understand this thing better. So accordingly, this particular thing over here will be dividing, the tension will be over here 100 and 100 kgf. Okay, there will be 100 kgf on both sides. Now this one is connected to another pulley over here such that this rope is connected as a load to the next movable pulley. So this movable pulley has got the load as this particular string itself. So this original string is connected over here to another movable pulley. So now what happens? The load is 100 to this particular pulley. So this will become 50 and this will become 50. Now this again is going to be connected to another pulley over here like this, such that this is going to become 25 and this is going to be 25 kgf. And now you are connecting this particular thing to a fixed pulley which is going to come like this. So the tension over here will be 25 kgf. So that is the effort is equal to 25 kgf. This is how the person over here is going to pull this like this. So this is the effort. So you can see for a load of 200 kgf, the effort which was required is only 25 kgf. Did you understand this? First movable pulley is going to convert this 200 into 100, 100 each. This is connected to the rigid support. ये वाला ऊपर नीचे जा सकता है. इसका जो effort का जो string है, that is connected to as a load to another movable pulley. So this, because the effort over here was required was 100, so this becomes, the load becomes 100. So this load 100 is divided into two parts, 50-50. So this is connected to the rigid support and this one over here is going to be 50 will be the load for this particular pulley. So accordingly the tension over here will be 25 and that 25 is what the person is going to apply as an effort. So by applying an effort of just 25 kgf, this load is going to move slowly and sturdily upwards. Got it? So this is load and the effort. Accordingly you see that the we'll just derive what will be the MA and the VR in this case, right? So let's go through this thing. Combination of pulley. When a heavy load is to be lifted or shifted from one place to another, we require a pulley system of mechanical advantage much more than two. So a single movable pulley is not enough. That is precisely what I told you about the crane. I told you about the crane के नीचे वो triangular part रहता है जिसके ऊपर पुलिस दिखेंगे. तो वो पुली multiples पुली क्यों है? क्योंकि वो multiple पुली इस तरह का है. The multiple pulleys over here, so that it is having a mechanical advantage which is very high. Okay. The combination can be made in two ways, using one fixed pulley and several movable pulleys attached to the same rigid support. So same rigid support पे multiple movable pulley and one fixed pulley, and the other one is a block and tackle system which we just learned after this thing. And the other thing is several pulley in a two blocks, of which lower block is movable, upper block is fixed, known as the block and tackle system. Using one fixed pulley and other movable pulley. So first of all, let us see one fixed pulley and other movable pulley. Figure shows a system of three movable pulleys A, B and C used with the fixed pulley D. Each movable pulley is attached to the separate string. The tension in the is same in one string, but it is different in different strings. being maximum in the string of the pulley to be connected to the load. So yeah, the tension over here will be different in each and every one, with the one connected to the load having the maximum amount of tension. So we have over here the mechanical advantage find करने के लिए. In equilibrium, we know that effort. So we can see this is T1, this is T1, this is T2, this is T2, this is T3, and this is T3. So this is also T3. So effort is equal to T3, right? So effort is equal to T3. The two segments of the line strings passing over the pulley A supports the load L. Therefore, the tension T1 is, so we can see one by one what is the value of T1 and T2. So T1 is equals to L upon 2. Okay. Similarly, the two segments of this one is divided in this way. So T2 will be equal to T1 upon 2 is equals to L upon 4. Right? Or we can just keep it as T1 upon 2 L up, it will write it as L upon 2 square. And then T3 is equals to T2 upon 2. So T2 is nothing but L upon 2Q. Okay? Is it clear? Now, so therefore, we know that T3 is equals to E. So E will be equal to L upon 2 raised to 3. Got it? So now mechanical advantage will be equal to load upon effort. So it's equals to L upon 2 upon 3. That is 2 upon 3. L gets cancelled. So MA is going to be 2 upon 3. Accordingly, you can see that 3 is the number of movable pulleys here. Therefore, the formula for MA is equals to 2 raised to N. MA will be 2 raised to N. So mechanical advantage is equals to 2 raised to 3, that is 2 raised to N in 2 raised to N, which is 2 raised to 3 in this case. Similarly, for the velocity ratio, as one end of the each string is passing over the movable pulley is fixed, so the other end of the string moving up twice the distance. So isko jabhi, if this moves 1 meter, okay, so half meter from here, so you itna move hoga. Or we start from here. If I pull this by 1 meter, this is going to move by only half a meter. Then this is going to move by only quarter a meter, and then half of this. So we make this as 2 meters. So if I pull it by 2 meters, तो ये पूरा 2 meters खींचेंगे, तो यहाँ पे से 1 meter जाएगा, और यहाँ से 1 meter गया, तो यहाँ से half meter जाएगा, और यहाँ से quarter meter जाएगा. So that's why 2 meters over here will give you only 1/4 of the meter movement over here. So we see that if the L attached to pulley A moves up by a distance x, dl is equals to x. The string connected to XL over here. So if dl moves by x, so if this moves from here to here in x meters, so automatically this would have moved by 2x, and this would have moved by 4x, this would have moved by 8x. So accordingly, it will be 2 raised to 3. So we have over here that VR is also raised to 2 raised to N. Okay, because if this moves by 1, this will move by 2. So this moves by 2. So this moves by 4. So this is, sorry, this moves by 1. So this moves by 2. This moves by 4. This moves by 8. So this is 2, 2 raised to 2, 2 raised to 3. So that is 2 raised to N. So the velocity ratio distance travelled by the effort to the distance travelled by the load is 2 raised to 3. In general, we can hear if there is N movable pulleys connected to the fixed pulley, then the velocity ratio is VR is equals to 2 raised to N. Efficiency is equals to MA upon VR is equals to 2 raised to N upon 2 raised to N is equals to 100%. So yes, if this is also 2 raised to N and this is also 2 raised to N, so efficiency is equals to MA upon VR is equals to 1, that is 100%. So the efficiency of this arrangement is 100% only in an ideal situation. In actual practice, both the weight of the pulleys and the string The friction between the bearing and the pulley reduces the mechanical advantage, so the efficiency will always be less than 100%. Okay, so this you can see, this is a combination pulley wherein the MA will be 2 raised to N and the VR will be also 2 raised to N. We now see the next system that is called as a block and tackle system. So block and tackle system is one in which you will be having two sets of pulleys. One will be a single, there will be a multiple pulley which is going to be the movable part, and the upper part will be the fixed number of pulleys over there. Okay, just check up. Yeah, I think I'll stop over here. We will discuss the block and tackle system in the next video.